Now imagine this, guys, working for 18 months without being paid, and the person who is getting your salary is your agent. So like you're working for free, and you manage to go back to your country through a narrow escape. After you sue your agent, she has the audacity to say that you are not being paid because every month you are breaking stuff in that house. Like you are breaking expensive stuff in that house. That's why you are not being paid, because your salary was being used to replace the stuffs that you broke in that house. How can you break stuffs in the house for 18 months? Like every month you are breaking something and your salary is going to replace that thing that you broke. Is that even possible? Now watch this video until the end and see how this girl managed to get justice through our kind judge.
I happened to meet Jane here, who offered to stay with me at her bureau as I search for a job and to be able to have my own place to stay. And then when I was staying with her, she came up with this idea about Saudi, and she decided to help me with it, and she promised me she will take care of everything. That includes my visa, that is my passport, and even every other expense.
Did you see her as a potential good for you, or you thought, oh, thanks God, I have a chance to do something good?
No, I saw her as a desperate person who needs a job, and that's what I do. I give people jobs.
And that's how you make your money?
And so that's where I make my money, and they make their money shown from her. The girl I place to go work somewhere, okay, her first month's salary, there's a percentage I get from that.
And what percentage are we looking at?
25.
25%?
Yes.
You get 50% up front, the boss goes with her.
Yes.
Then the boss will get the 25
from her salary.
25 from?
Yes, from her salary.
Did she tell you terms?
No. She only told me that when I got there, I have to work more harder, and my salary will increase if I put more efforts in my work. I was desperate for a job.
There was a contract, but contracts are between the agency and the employer, not the employer and the girl.
You don't tell your...
I tell when you ask, I'll answer. But she didn't
there's
ask.
No about the employee. Where does she get to know her rights, or what's for her?
When she gets to her destination of work.
You leaving your country to go work in a foreign land without knowing what you're going to work?
Because she didn't ask, Your Honor. If she'd asked, I'd have told her.
Did you ask her how you're going to get your passport, or she told you?
She took care of everything.
Did you ask her? Because she says she only answers what she's asked.
No, I didn't ask her about the passport.
But
she told me she will get me ready a passport, and she will pay for the transfer.
I'm asking because she says she answers strictly what she's asked.
Funny enough, she didn't ask about that.
You didn't ask, but she told?
Yes.
That's true.
So you told her, I'll get you the passport?
Yeah, because clearly if you're going outside the country,
wait,
you need a passport.
You don't have to tell us that, we all know. And you told her, I'll pay the expenses of the visa and the medical part of it and everything?
I didn't break it down. I told her I'll facilitate.
I will facilitate.
How you get to Saudi Arabia.
She gave me a phone that I would use to communicate.
She got your phone too?
Yeah.
Okay,
just
talk
a
to
small
her.
phone, yeah.
Okay.
So when we got at the airport, our passports were taken away.
No, from which airport? In Saudi Arabia or this one?
No, when we got to the airport, Kenya, when we were going out.
By who?
Your Honor, when we got there, the agency that she was working with is not the same agency that took us to the airport. So our phones were taken away and our passports, and they gave us some funny clothes to put on. They call them a buyer.
Wait. And that's still in Kenya?
Yes.
I disagree.
Okay, explain.
How do you even travel, get board a plane without a passport?
No, I was left wondering that.
Yeah, you must have a passport.
No. Sometimes when you're traveling in a group and there's somebody responsible of that, I don't know. Maybe it's your arrangement of this.
They were not a group. They were two girls.
No, from your agency we were two girls, but at the airport we met other girls from different countries.
Different countries?
Yeah.
And that is, when was your passport taken away from you? At the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport or in Saudi Arabia?
Jomo Kenyatta National Airport.
When you are still here,
Yeah.
somebody told you I'll assist you and give you different clothes.
The agency that took us there.
You get to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. When we got there, a van came and took us and dropped each one of us at their employer's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you meet your boss, your new boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me. Tell me what happens.
Funny enough, when I got there, I did not go to Mzungu's place as she had promised me. So when I got there, it was a married couple, a man and a woman, who I was supposed to work for. They had 2 kids.
And
Both
they
of
were
them were
natives
boys.
of Saudi.
Yeah, they're from.
That means they were more Arab.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had 2 sons who were old enough. When I got there, the employer told me the first month, I'm not going to get my salary. They are going to watch on how I do my work so that they can rate my salary.
Did you know her salary as she was living?
Yes, I did.
How much was she supposed to be earning?
80,000 Kenya shillings.
80?
80.
80?
Yes. She was supposed to get her full package
Oh,
into
okay.
her bank account.
Yes. Did you have a bank account?
Yeah, which she helped me open.
Oh, so you had a bank account back home,
Yeah.
which she helped you open. Okay. And
Funny enough, the salary did not get to me. I was fed everything, but when...
sheltered, everything, the maintenance was there.
Yes, I stayed with the family that I was working for.
Did you have working hours, or you were just working like...
24 hours.
You can't tell me working 24 hours. You are 24 hours on duty call, but work was...
Okay, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning, make food, make them breakfast and clean up in the morning. And I used to sleep at around 1 after everyone was asleep. Yes.
But in the afternoon, did you have like naps or something?
No.
Maybe you can say I used to work until 10, I would take a break and then come back midday, start cooking for organizing lunch. After lunch, then I would wash dishes. Then there would be a break until evening.
No, I was not allowed.
So the working hours were working hours. You stay up until...
And from 4 in the morning to 1 a.m.
This is the first time I'm getting to hear about her working hours. She
And
never got to me.
what happened with the... Or that was another one of your beats that you told her that she was going to work for Mzungu.
Oh, the Mzungu is a friend of mine, that's true. And her mother was ailing, and she's the one who needed help, but unfortunately, she passed on, so the Mzungu didn't need help anymore.
Oh, so sincerely she was going to work for Mzungu?
Yes.
But something happens, and then...
And then now,
we didn't need... You just fixed her for another...
Yeah, she needed a job, Your Honor, and there was an opening.
And you also needed to do a business. I'm sure you were getting something from, sending...
Yeah, I was still getting her percentage.
Okay.
Yes.
So from her boss, you had been paid the percentage she was supposed to get?
Yes.
Okay. So, how long did you stay in Saudi?
For 1 year and a half. 1 year, 6 months.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah.
The only person you have contact in Kenya with at all this time was her?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to speak to her?
No, because I tried calling her several times until it got to a point she switched off her line, so I could not even contact her.
And the boss in Saudi tells you your salary is being put in your account in Kenya?
Yeah.
Did you ever ask whether you can get to be paid your money like your salary?
She told me according to the agreement she made with her, my money was supposed to go directly to the account.
And so he was not to pay you cash or...
Yes.
Madam Jane, was that the agreement?
As far as the account is concerned, yes. As far as contacting me, Your Honor, I would like to say she's lying because she just said everything she had was picked at JKIA. So how was she contacting me?
This case gets a little complicated. I will never know who was to tell the truth or who was to lie. So you stayed there for 1.5 years?
Yes.
Yeah? That's 18 months?
Yes.
18 months.
Roughly 18.
Okay. 18 months. And after your 18 months, how did you get come back to Kenya? Your contract was over?
No, I escaped.
What do you mean you escaped? Were you a captive? Were you a slave? What were you? What do you mean you escaped? Escaped from what?
Okay, when I got there, as I told you, the employee of the house had two sons, and they tried to take advantage of me and demanded to several times, but I couldn't tell anyone because I had no friend. I could not communicate with anyone from home. So even the man of the house, he also took advantage of me, and I could not tell anyone because I tried to reach Madam Jane and she did not pick up my phone. Because I tried to reach Madam Jane and she did not pick up my phone.
And who has your passport at this moment?
I don't know.
So you are there working, but you don't know where your passport is.
Yes.
So, and how do you escape?
Funny enough, one night I called my other colleague, the girl who I told you we were with from her agency. And when I talked to her, I realized that she was going through worse state than I. So
worse than you were going?
Yeah.
Noma.
So at around 2 a.m. that night, I tried to escape, and when I got at the gate, the watchman also told me I had to give in into his demands so that he could also allow me to leave.
So you managed to get back home?
Yeah, I was able to get.
When you escaped, you found yourself in the street, got yourself to the embassy,
Yeah,
and they brought you back home.
Yes.
And on return, what happens? Did you get your money?
No, I went at Jen's place, and even the guards there were they treated me rudely and told me they
And they had known you from...
They said they didn't know me.
But they had known you?
Yes.
Miss
And going
Jane,
to check into my account, there was nothing.
did you give her money on return?
This is the first time I'm seeing her after she came back.
But do you have her money? Her money was supposed to be deposited in the account which you helped her open. Have you checked the account?
Yeah, I checked and there's nothing, even a penny.
So what happened to her money?
Your Honor, I'd like the court to know that this girl was reckless while working in Saudi, so her monthly pay was always being deducted the damages she caused in the house.
What damages?
That's the information I got from her employer, that she always broke very valuable items.
Your Honor, she's lying.
After working for nothing for you, she ended up working again for nothing in Saudi?
She didn't work for nothing because she ended up having an affair with one of the sons, so she stopped being an employee and became a daughter-in-law.
Yeah. She confesses in this
Your
case
Honor,
a very bitter confession that she was taken advantage of, even the
Your
man
Honor,
of the house.
How do you explain getting into a strange land and the first thing you notice is the age of the boys in that house?
Well, I've already noticed your age and you have just met you. Yeah. We're not even living together.
She must have shown interest.
You're lying, and you know what you're saying is a lie.
Please. Please. Miss Jane, before we continue this case, I find you got a case to answer. I don't want to make my judgment right away. But before we continue, I want her 18 months of 80,000 every month deposited in their said account, and she should have all her documents, her card, her ID, her passport, no attachment whatsoever from you. I want that attended like yesterday before I make any decision, because I feel there's a chance with all your arrogance and your riches and whatever you're living, I think you're taking advantage of our desperate daughters, and you got a case to answer. But first things first, I want her 18 months salary deposited in her account. I won't tell you to pay for the days you stayed with her. 18 months of 80,000 per month deposited in an account in the next 2 weeks, and then I want you back in this court with your satisfaction that that money is being deposited. Come with a statement, and then we'll think what is right to do. That's an order from the court. In 2 weeks' time, we'll continue. We'll take it from there. After the money is deposited, it doesn't have to keep as it is. You can spend your money as you want. You can go see your money, eat your money.
Yes.
But I want to see you having deposited that money. Right? And that's the order of the court. We'll see each other in 2 weeks' time. Then as we think what is right and just to be done. For now,